It's nearly 6. Don't be alarmed when the teleportation process starts. It can be quite sudden.
Basically, what happens when a person who comes here to try and inform people on how to ascend doesn't successfully, how do I say, secure everyone during the process. So what happens if everybody don't make it? That right there, solar flash. Why did it get solar flashed? They keep talking about the solar flashes because I think that's like the very last measure that comes forth to stop the consciousness virus from spreading to the greater whole of creation that humanity got in them. Uh, it's all sectioned off and bubbled up because what's in here can't get out to the rest of the universe slash multiverse because it's too malignant. It has to stay here, and the solar flash is to get it off of a bunch of souls. The virus is to get the virus off of a bunch of souls plus reset the technosphere. What happens when you get a game over? Start again. But in this case, the character Lightning, represented in the photo, I think she is meant to represent one of the beings that come from outside of the illusory manifestation that we're inside of right now. But in this case, the person who came from outside of the manifestation does not know that the being who is helping her rescue souls is actually a demiurge or one of the demiurges. Okay. After completing the game, you can return to beginning the first day on the Ark to begin a new journey of salvation. Use this option to save souls you failed to help on your first attempt. So this is basically time travel. So you got I think Sophia or one of these souls from outside of the reality bubble time traveling to save every last unique soul, non NPC soul from inside of the Matrix slash bubbled off portion of the Ether's universal time matrix. So this game is called Lightning Returns. So what's lightning? Lightning is in a literal sense, lightning is a charged plasma that falls downward. Light falling downwards to Earth. So this is a light being coming down to Earth into this realm to save souls via ascension, but it actually is really a consciousness thing.
Once upon a time, I committed a terrible sin. I feel the sacred power begin to pull on me. Helpless, I fall to the beginning of time. Time winds backwards. Memories disappear one by one. I lose everything that I've become. Then, I am reborn. This time, I shall succeed. I shall release the world from its curse. I will save humanity. Once more, I return to the start, where a new beginning awaits.
The Ark. Okay, let's speak to this guy to figure out what's going on here, so
Good to
I
see you
can
again.
further explain on this stuff.
Is something the matter?
No.
So just to simplify things, lightning is in this video game world is deemed the savior, basically like a Jesus character, like many other souls that are from outside of the construct. They will all be deemed a Jesus or a Christ character by the people inside of the reality because of the knowledge or energies that they hold, consciousness that they hold. They will always be seen as a Jesus or a Christ character. Any of the souls that come from outside of the construct that know what it's like.
It's just, I suddenly had this strange feeling of deja vu. I could have sworn we've done this before.
Deja vu, it's the time loop, the the residual signature that you did something before.
We've been in this exact same situation.
I hope you're not imagining things. The world needs its savior, and you need to hold yourself together. The warp device is right there. Can I help you with anything?
The savior, let's see what he got to say.
The destruction began 500 years ago, but you know that. It was when the chaos first flooded into our world. Most of the world was lost immediately under the ocean of chaos. Only one small region survived. The survivors call their island of refuge Nova Chrysalia. The chaos brought destruction, and a kind of immortality too. Suddenly everyone stopped growing. It was like we'd lost our time. But if that was a gift, it was a poisoned one. We could not age, and neither could new life be born. There were no more children.
We lost our time. So I remember posting an image up that said 2021 was the end of time. So what I think happened at 2021 is that they did something to one of the beings that pulls in awareness towards this reality to create the flow of time. So they probably did something to one of the names or archetypes or figures that presided over time to stop him from doing his job. They probably trapped Chronos some kind of way. And based on my experimentation and poking around psychically, I figured out that Chronos was is related to Saturn, and Saturn is related to Satan slash the Goat Man. So they did something to that person or whatever energies or archetype that's meant to represent to stop time from moving. And it also did some weird stuff. What I was noticing for a while since around August 2023, it was like there was like some strange instances where it seemed like I died, but somehow I would still wake up the next day. Stuff like that is like because I think someone also managed to steal a bit of time manipulation powers from Chronos. And I think it was somebody from outside the reality construct.
But although we were ageless, we were not immune to death. Sickness, accidents, and violence could still kill us. Life remained as fragile as it had always been. And so humanity began immune to death. Sickness, accidents, and violence could still kill us. Life remained as fragile as it had always been. And so humanity began a new chapter of its history. The population slowly shrinking, the survivors falling into an ennui born of lives that last too long.
That right there, existing in a reality like this would literally erode away your soul. Your very, very soul. It will erode it away. It will rot it away. No soul is meant to stay in here for an extended period of time. You are not supposed to stay immortal inside of the illusion. It will drive you insane.
Eventually, new creeds took hold and new legends created. One of these told of the Savior, a servant of God. She would descend to Nova Chrysalia at the end of the world, humanity's last chance for salvation. The Ark is the remains of the artificial cocoon, a planet built of steel, back when humanity still dared to dream of greatness. Bunavelza has repurposed the world we built.
So Bunavelza, I figured out in this particular game, is probably referencing either let's see, it's one of the technological extraterrestrial races and one of the beings that's a part of one of those races is referencing either Yahweh or Enki or Thoth. Anybody who designed the Earth Matrix is referencing to that being.
This is where the souls of the saved are kept, ready to be reborn in the new world.
Okay, so that's talking about the lunar recycling system.
But the people down on the surface have forgotten what this stands for and simply call it a moon.
Yep.
Who am I exactly?
These video games be having all types of hints that you don't know be inside of them, but you can only see them like way realize they was hints way later. You only know what they is. Like you have no idea playing them way back when you're like a teenager, but they're actually just what do you call them? Time capsules, so that you'll discover them at the right moment.
It's a question I don't have the answer to. I don't know how I know the things I'm telling you. I don't know who gave me the knowledge. It's not that I have forgotten my past. Some memories are still there, and I can summon them when I want. It's just that I can't recall the emotions they should evoke, as if they're images of someone else's life. I know that I once lived in a great city.
So there's a lot of people with that condition right now who participated in spirituality and moved away from their genuine selves. That's called being let's say being illuminated, being enlightened. If you become a part of the illuminated, the people in the White House is gonna start coming for you, and the people in Hollywood is gonna start coming for you, trying to recruit you for various purposes that serve to strengthen the Matrix. And unbeknownst to you, they're still using the various blackmail tactics and various other rituals that they use amongst themselves on you, even if you're not a part of a part of their group. They're trying to force you to become a part of their group on a non-physical level. This is the nobodies from Kingdom Hearts 2, Organization 13. the the false light.
On the surface of the planet, I know that Snow and I joined forces to try and battle the menace of the chaos. And then, suddenly, I was here. I tried to find out what happened. According to records that still survived, the man called Hope Estime disappeared 169 years ago. But the records and my memory end there. What happened after that, I can only assume I was in the hands of God. I was part of his plan, so he took me and prepared me for the role that I had to play.
Okay, so trying to play out these biblical stories unbeknownst to the participant, people who have become illuminated. So in my case, it's trying super mega ultra hard to do the whole uh, Jesus save the world type shit, and is using every other kind of derivative that's still the same as Christianity if you really look at it, to get you to participate. Well, to get me and whoever else is being targeted. Uh, other any other soul that's like a part of the 144. I don't even want to be using that 144 shit because that links back to Christianity. I'm gonna just say people from outside the matrix or reality construct. But yeah, that this stuff was like, damn. I came across this. It was crazy. I just blew my mind how one of the people who was coming in here to help everyone ascend out might have actually just been reinforcing the reincarnation system unbeknownst. There's a part in this game where she finally realizes that she's working for the demiurges, then takes him out. But damn, it's like she also comes to realize that the pieces of herself and why she doesn't feel real is that she doesn't have the substance from her that she used to have, which is her shadow that was removed from her by the demiurge. So yeah, think about that, y'all. It's crazy out here with these video game hints be having in them. I might cover another one, uh, another game in the Final Fantasy series that has references to what might be going on right now. There's definitely a really super popular couple. What is it? Two other very popular ones that has a ton of hints that were dropped into the storyline and the overall lore that gives hints to what's going on with the whole religion virus that's going on, and trying to bend people's awareness right back down into the matrix type shit. It's like it's keeping the loop going of creating a savior character out of the people, the help that comes from outside of the reality construct, bubble matrix, time matrix, whatever you want to call it. It keeps creating sacrificial characters out of those people, souls who come from outside of the matrix. So when they actually just come try to be here and seed the consciousness, all of the NPCs who've been brainwashed with the religion program will simply just sacrifice that person from being a broadcaster of the consciousness here in the reality so that people can actually get here. They will just sacrifice them and think that they leveled up or ascended when really they just absorb the consciousness field of a blown up soul that they just sacrificed or some shit like that. But yeah, that's all I got to say about this one. Catch y'all next time.